Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonne. If you're new, I just wanted to pop in and update you guys on how my first week on the keto diet went. If you see me keep looking down, it's because I have notes right here. There was no way I was gonna remember literally everything from the week just to like spit back at you. Yeah, it's a lot. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Today is day 7 of the diet, and I lost 6 pounds. Well, 6.4 pounds, but I mean, now they say the weight that you lose your first week is nothing but water weight. Well, mostly water weight, but my water weight percentage increased instead of decreasing, so I'm not so sure about the whole your first week is just water weight thing. But hey, they're the experts, I'm not. So I went from 30.5% body fat to 29% body fat. I went from 31.7% muscle mass to 32.4% muscle mass. So I gained a little muscle mass. My water weight went from 48.5% to 49.6%. So as you see, my water weight percentage increased. And my body mass index went from 26.6 to 25.6. I bought a scale off of Amazon that actually gives you all of those stats, so that's how I know the specific percentages of how much water weight I increased by, how much body fat I decreased by, how my BMI decreased, and how my muscle mass increased. And that's how I know that I actually lost 6.4 pounds, because they kind of do the whole tenth of a pound thing. This week was kind of hard because of my cravings and being in environments where people just out here eating any and everything. So at my job, we get healthy snack boxes from Snack Nation. So in those boxes, they have nuts, dried fruit, chickpea puffs, cheese puffs, sunflower seeds, protein bars, different stuff like that. That's supposed to be healthy. But on the other hand, in the same token, we also have so many chips, so many Pop Tarts, Belvita breakfast bars. Then on Mondays, we get a shipment of fruit, but then on Fridays, we get donuts and bagels in the morning. And girl, I love me a donut, a glazed donut on Friday mornings when I go into the office. So it was hard this week going into the office and seeing those donuts in the kitchen when I went to go heat up my lunch. But I stayed true to my goals. I did not budge, and I'm 6 pounds lighter. I also craved a lot of ice cream. Like, I love milk. Milk is something that I really shouldn't have because I'm lactose intolerant. So I drink lactate milk, but I love ice cream. So I ended up buying an ice cream maker so I can make some keto friendly ice cream, which I did. I made keto friendly ice cream today. So yeah. So let's get into how I actually lost the 6.4 pounds. If you saw my last video, at the beginning of this week, I went to the grocery store and meal prepped all my meals for this week. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I ate. I used the app LifeSum to track all my meals. I previously used MyFitnessPal, but LifeSum has a 21-day keto burn diet plan that I'm currently on. So I decided to go with LifeSum. And today marks day 7 of my diet. I like LifeSum better than MyFitnessPal because they give you meals and recipes that kind of like cater towards keto. And when I actually saw the ad to download LifeSum, it advertised it as like a keto friendly app. So I went with it. I took some of the recipes and meals into consideration, but I'm pescatarian, so I can only use but so much since keto kind of like encompasses everybody. All right, so every day this week for breakfast, I had scrambled eggs with feta cheese, spinach, and tomatoes. Every single day, I had to keep it the same. I couldn't wake up in the morning and make different things every day. I had to keep the same breakfast. That was the only way that I was going to be consistent with the plan. So starting with day one, for lunch, I had 2 cans of tuna with 3 tablespoons of mayo, 3 tablespoons of relish, and a whole avocado. The relish is no sugar added. So I just wanted to throw that in there because if you buy regular relish, that is not keto friendly. However, when I put this meal into the Lifesum app, they gave me a stale face. And all of that food ended up being 14 grams of carbs, which is a no-no for one meal. So for my lunch, I was only allotted 6 grams of carbs and 20 grams for the day. So even though my meal was balanced, it was too high in carbs. I did have a healthy level of fat and protein, but I quickly realized that I was going to have to do things a little bit differently moving forward. For my snack, I ate an individually wrapped packet of cheese, about like this big, this wide. It's called Crock Bites. It was really good. I actually posted a clip of it in my last video. Go watch my last video. For dinner, I ate a salmon burger wrapped in lettuce. So the Lifesum app kind of gives you a pie chart and tells you what the percentage of fat, protein, and carbs that you've eaten for the day. So I ended day one with 7% carbs, 25% protein, and 69% fat. I'm eating too much protein and not enough fat, and I went over my carb allotment by 3 grams because I'm only supposed to have 20 grams for the day. But I don't think that was too bad for my first week. I'm only supposed to have 5. Let me look at my app. Hold on. Yes, I'm only supposed to have 5% carbs, 15% protein, and 80% fat. And I was off, but not bad for my first day. So day 2, I went to a conference in Baltimore, so I couldn't pack my lunch. I did a whole bunch of Googling about what fast food restaurants were keto friendly, and it just so happened that there was a Jimmy John's next to the Baltimore Convention Center. So I went and I got the totally tuna unwich. It was so bomb. Oh my god. And the tuna sandwich was so bomb. The unwich is a lettuce wrap, so you can literally get any sandwich at Jimmy John's wrapped in lettuce. Had no idea. So, and it was so good. It was so filling, and I stayed within my carb limit. The sandwich is a tuna salad sandwich with provolone, cucumbers, tomatoes, and that's it. And it's wrapped in lettuce. No bread at all. It was so good, so filling, and it was only 4 grams in carbs. Jimmy John's is about to be my new favorite place while I am doing my ketogenic journey. For a snack later on, I actually packed snacks, but I didn't pack my lunch. So for a snack, I had an individual packet of cheese again, and then I also had half a pickle. Pickles are okay, but you have to kind of like eat the pickle sparingly because depending on how big the pickle is, it could be a lot of carbs. So my snack intake is only supposed to be like 2 grams of carbs. So I had to cut the whole pickle at Jimmy John's in half, and that pickle ended up, the half of the pickle was 2 grams. For dinner, I had zucchini noodles and a creamy salmon sauce, but I got another stale face from the app. My nutrient distribution for the noodles was off track. It was high in carbs and low in protein and fat. The meal was 14 grams in carbs. So now I know that I cannot eat that again. Like, that's gonna go on the back burner whenever I get to the point where I'm increasing my carb intake. But right now we're trying to stick to that 20-30 range. I ended day 2 with 7% carbs, 21% protein, and 72% fat. Progress! Ow! So for day 3, I was back at work, so I had to revise the tuna approach. This time I only did 1 can of tuna with a tablespoon and a half of mayo, 1 tablespoon of this no sugar added sweet relish, and a half of avocado. This time I got a smiley face. However, the nutrient distribution was imbalanced, but at least I didn't go over my carb allotment. For a snack, I had an individually wrapped piece of cheese. Again, cheese has been my go-to this whole entire week. I had the other half of my pickle, and I had zucchini chips. So, yeah. But due to my lunch being smaller than usual, because my body was actually, before the keto diet, like the week before I started this diet, I literally was doing 2 cans of tuna, a whole avocado, and the same amounts of, well, higher amounts of the mayo and the relish. Basically, what I ate on day one. So my body was used to me eating the 2 cans of tuna and a whole avocado. So when I reduced it in half, my body was like, girl, you hungry. You gonna have to eat something else. So that's why I ate the zucchini chips. And then for dinner, I had another salmon burger wrapped in lettuce. Then I went to go work out. We'll talk about that at the end of this video. And then after my workout, I had some protein infused water. 7 grams of protein in that water. That water is so good. It's called Trimino. Look it up. So I ended day 3 with 7% carbs, 24% protein, and 69% fat. Again, progress with the carb percentage. Your girl was getting better. So for day 4, I had the same lunch as day 3, my revised tuna salad concoction. For a snack, I had individually wrapped piece of cheese and zucchini chips again. But this time, I also had a little small packet of almonds with sea salt because I noticed that I was super hungry again. So I needed to eat something else. Then for dinner, I ate my last salmon burger. They were so good. But when I went to bed, I noticed that I was a little dizzy. And I got concerned because I'm like, okay, is this a symptom of the keto flu? Or is this my allergy? Because my allergies get like really, really bad. So I just didn't really know what the heck was going on. So but I ended day 4 with 7% carbs, 22% protein, and 71% fat. Okay, progress again. For day 5, I ate the same thing again for lunch. My tuna salad concoction, the same as day 3 and 4. For a snack, I had 2 individually wrapped pieces of cheese this time because your girl was hungry. And I also had another packet of the roasted almonds with sea salt. Those are so good. Oh my gosh. They're by Maddie K. So good. For dinner, I kind of went off the beaten path and I went to Chipotle. But what I got from Chipotle is keto friendly. I got a salad bowl with the fajita vegetables, the tomato salsa, like with the fresh tomatoes. Then I put cheese, sour cream, and guacamole. All of those items are keto friendly, but I ended up going 18 grams over my allotment for dinner. My app gave me a major still face, but it was worth it. That bowl itself was 23 grams of carbs. So I ended day 5 with 36 grams of carbs overall, instead of the 18 that I was allotted for that day. But I stayed under the 50-gram rule. So for keto, you kind of have to stay between the 20 and 50 grams of carbs a day. And I was under the 50 grams, so I was still okay. But I felt really, really fatigued day 5. My allergies have been really bothering me. Like, pollen is at an all-time high right now, and I'm dying. So all morning, day 5, I was sneezing a lot. My eyes were itching really bad. They were bothering me. I kept blowing my nose. And again, I don't know if it was my allergies or the keto flu. Because with the keto flu, you do have sneezing as a part of a side effect. So I don't know. Oh, and fatigue is definitely a symptom of the keto flu, as well as dizziness. So I don't really know like what was going on, but it went away. But I ended day 5 with 10% carbs, 19% protein, and 71% fat. So day 6 was yesterday. By the time I reached yesterday, I ran out of tomatoes. So instead of eating the scrambled eggs with feta cheese, tomatoes, and spinach, I just had scrambled eggs with no add-ins. For lunch, I went to Jimmy John's again, and I got the Totally Tuna Unwich. I'm telling you, if you like tuna salad, you need to go get that from Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is about to be my go-to spot, okay? Then for a snack, I had an individually wrapped packet of cheese. Again, I love cheese. And then for dinner, I had a cookie dough fat bomb. But don't worry, the cookie dough is not real cookie dough. I made it myself. There's no eggs in it. It's keto friendly. There's no real flour. It's almond flour. So, yeah. So I ended day 6 with 5% carbs, 19% protein, and 76% fat. As I mentioned earlier, today, the day I'm recording this video, is day 7 of my 21-day keto burn diet plan. So this morning for breakfast, I had 3 scrambled eggs. For lunch, I had my cookie dough fat bomb. And for a snack, I had an individually wrapped packet of cheese and the little almond sea salt snack, which is so good too. Now for dinner, let me tell you about my dinners today. So today is Easter. It's Resurrection Sunday. And in my family, we kind of like do it up a little bit. It's a lower scale Christmas and Thanksgiving. But today we just flipped it a little bit. So we had seafood and I steamed some crabs. So for dinner, I had crab legs with butter, shrimp cocktail with butter, and some collard greens. You had to get them good eats in on Easter Sunday. Okay, we celebrating his resurrection, so gotta eat good. Now for dessert, I had vanilla chocolate chip ice cream. I made it myself. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I bought an ice cream maker, so I made my own keto ice cream. It was so good. No milk, no milk, no milk. Keto friendly all the way. So today I got off of the little wagon. Got off the wagon. So my percentages for today were off. I ended today with 7% carbs, 38% protein, and 55% fat. And that, my friends, are all my meals for this week. My first week on the keto diet and how I lost 6.4 pounds. So one of my main takeaways from this week is that I need to do better with my fat intake. Eating fat goes against everything that I've ever been told. Like, that's too much fat. You're gonna get high cholesterol. You don't need to eat that. Stop eating all that butter. You don't need to eat sour cream. Stop eating all that cream cheese. Against everything I've ever known. So me consciously trying to eat fat was hard. And then naturally, I eat way more protein because that's how you build muscle. So it's going to be a little hard for me to kind of like dial back on the protein and go extra with the fat. Honestly, 18 to 20 grams a day of carbs is really hard, but like I said earlier, I'm actually trying to like push myself to do the harder part because you're allowed up to 50 grams of carbs a day, but when you stick to the 20 grams your first week and like maybe like your first 30 days, you see the results faster. And as you see me trying to stick around to like the 20 grams and below, I pretty much lost 6 pounds. Now, a couple of days I did go around like 30, but I was still in the safe zone. I'm just really strict on myself right now. I just want to be where I was before. Well, not that small, but you know. Another thing I want to mention is that I've been drinking a gallon of water every single day. Since I've been drinking a gallon of water every day, I noticed that my skin has been so hydrated compared to what it was before. Like I tapped out of 3 or 4 bottles of water and now I'm doing 7 every day. 7 bottles of water is a gallon. Yeah. And my skin is so much more hydrated. And we go on a little bit. So drink your water, ladies and gentlemen. Now, working out on my first week of keto. So I worked out on day 3 and day 6. On day 3, I felt like I was going to die. But like, I legit felt like I was about to leave this earth. I was so tired. Okay? And I think I overdid it, honestly. So I did a circuit with abs on the ab dolly. I did ropes, and then I did the row machine. Then I did a circuit with 3 different arm machines. Then a circuit with 3 different leg machines. And then for the finale, we did the frog, the climbing wall, and suspended sit-ups. Now, mind you, I have a trainer. So I'm not just doing all this crazy stuff on my own. I have a trainer. And I forgot to tell him that I started the keto diet. So once I told him why I was so tired, he was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you won't be tired. I don't know why I didn't think I had to tell him before I started working out, but we know now. Now on day 6, which was yesterday, all I did was lift weights. I did feel fatigued, but that's because I didn't eat breakfast before I went to the gym. So that was my fault. Like, I had no energy. All right, you guys, this is the end of my recap for my first week on the keto diet. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm not sure if I want to update you guys on day 21 when my 21-day keto burn diet plan ends, or if I want to wait until 30 days are up so that you can get a full 30-day keto transformation. So with that being said, please make sure that you like this video. Comment if you have any questions. Comment if you have anything that you would like to see in the future. And make sure that you subscribe so that you can see what's happening next. Like what my 30 day is going to look like. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.